I'll never forget the look on my boss's face. Pure panic. It happened the moment his biggest client stood up, walked past him, shook my hand, and said, "We'll follow you wherever you go." Let's back up. For 3 years, I was the senior analyst at a marketing firm. And for 3 years, my manager, Mark, took credit for every single idea I had. It was a classic routine. I'd present a new strategy in our team meeting. He'd say, not quite there. Needs work. Then, 2 days later, I'd see my exact PowerPoint presentation in an email to the VP with Mark's name on the cover. I put up with it. The pay was decent, but the Apex project was the final straw. This was our biggest client. I worked on it for 3 months, weekends, late nights. It was my baby. I built the entire strategy from scratch. The day before the big presentation, Mark told me the client had changed direction. He said they wanted his more traditional approach. He told me I was off the project. I was crushed, but something felt wrong. I had a good relationship with the client's project lead, so I sent a "no hard feelings" text. His reply came 2 minutes later. "What are you talking about? We loved your strategy. Mark told us you were pulled onto a higher priority project and he was taking over. We're looking forward to his presentation tomorrow." Mark wasn't just stealing my work. He was actively lying to both sides to push me out. That night, I didn't get angry. I got busy. I registered my own business LLC. I polished my portfolio, and I made one small change to my original presentation. I added a final slide with my new company logo and my personal cell phone number. The next morning, I walked into that meeting 10 minutes after Mark started speaking. I sat in the back. Mark was fumbling his way through my slides, badly. I waited until he paused for a breath, and I raised my hand. The client CEO looked surprised but said, "Yes, go ahead." I just smiled and said, "Mark, you seem to be struggling with slide 24. Can you explain the data model you used to get those projections?" He froze. He had no idea. I stood up. "That's because I built that model." I walked to the front, plugged in my own laptop, and showed them the original presentation and the text message from the client. I finished with my final slide. "I can't work for a liar," I told the clients. "But I can work for you. I resign, effective immediately." That's when the client CEO stood up, shook my hand, and, well, you know the rest. Today, Apex is my biggest client. Mark was fired an hour after I walked out. I recently heard he's applying for entry-level jobs. I guess taking credit only gets you so far.